Hey everyone, welcome back to One Strange Adventure. Welcome to the next video. We are still working on the house because we are trying to get this bad boy ready to sell. And we started working on the garage and the shed, and we kind of realized, we were like, well, what kind of tools do we need while we're on the road? So we did a little bit of research, and this is what we found. I know it looks like a lot, but this might be overkill. I'm personally in the camp of it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So with that said, I'm going to go over what you see here, and there's actually still a few things that we need to pick up. We're going to buy some totes that are going to stay in the truck under a tonneau cover, in the toolboxes of course, but I'll go over exactly what we're going to carry with us while we're on the road. First of all, I don't think you can have enough ratchet straps or bungee cords, so we're definitely going to have a couple of those with us. I like to have a fire, so we're going to have our axe with us. A few things from an electrical perspective. We have some fuses, some ends to wiring. And I don't think you can ever have too many fuses or anything like that. Something else that we're going to use is this voltage meter here, and we've used it a couple of times, not in the RV but in the house, when we need to make sure if something is live or if something's going wrong with electric. You know, always good to have a meter to test it out. A couple other things we're going to have with us in the tape camp is some Gorilla tape. This stuff is amazing. Electrical tape, plumber's tape just in case. I know you don't really have to use that on a lot of things now, but we'll have it just in case. And then we also have some nano gel tape, which is really cool for hanging things inside the house, inside the RV, and not having to put holes in the wall. So that's a plus. Always good to have a good set of gloves with you, just in case you need them. And I carry knee pads with me just because I don't want to get hurt while I'm trying to fix something underneath. Now, one of the hard things that we've had to do is actually downsize a lot. You can see I have a pile of pliers here, just different, like oil filter changer or oil filter pliers. Clamp, like vice grips, regular pliers, wire cutters, needle nose pliers, some channel locks, wire strippers. Like there's a ton of things here that I have to go through, but we are solid in the plier department, that's for sure. Now, a couple other things that we thought would be good to have is some pipe wrenches and of course some adjustable wrenches. I like to carry a 90-degree with me just in case you need it for little projects, and I have this little hand saw. It's made for trim, but you never know when you will need one. We also have a Dremel. Measuring tape, of course. Some razor blades. I actually have too many of these. I have 4 of those. So in this bag in front of me is actually an impact and a regular drill bit, but we also have this little guy that can be charged. So we're going to keep that with us. Do you think we need four sizes of hammers? I don't know, but we're gonna have them. So no matter the level of persuasion that is needed, we will have something for it. Now, I have a lot of screwdrivers as well. This is the thing, like we were going through the garage, and it's just, there's so many different screwdrivers you pick up over the years. things like that. So of course a good Phillips head, a good flat head, some of the other bits, star bits, the little square bits. Even though we have an automatic leveling system, we do carry a 4-foot level with us, and that's because left or front to back is fine. It can be off a little bit. Left to right on this camper, it only has but so much play, and it will error out and actually not even level. So what I try to do is make sure that it is level left to right first, or as close as possible, before I even disconnect from the truck, even on this Grand Design fifth wheel. We do have a couple of other little levels to go along with that. We keep one inside, just in case we're camping and all of a sudden we feel like maybe something is shifting, maybe the ground is shifted a little bit under one of the jacks. We can always throw this on like a countertop or the floor or something and check the level there. We have a little jumper pack, always good to have. It does have a little air compressor. It's not going to be strong enough to blow up tires or anything like that. It has the jumper cables on the back. It is enough to get a battery going if you need it. A few other things that we may need along the way is a torque wrench. It's some things like our hitch has to be torqued to a specific pound, and this works out really nicely. Same with tires, things like that. So it's really nice to have a torque wrench that is adjustable, that you can use in several different applications. Stapler, always nice to have one. We do have a couple of clamps that we carry with us, just to make sure, if we need it for anything, extra set of hands, and one of us are busy and we can't get to it, well, there you go, you have an extra set of hands. And just a straight little, like, crowbar, just something to help us out along the way. We do have socket kits as well, both standard and metric, so that we are covered in that department. A bunch of little drill bit heads and also drill bits. So that's it for the tool side of things. Some of the things that we do carry with us, of course, is this RV Care slide out lube. You never want to use WD-40, although we do carry WD-40 with us, but you never want to use that on your slides because WD-40 can attract dirt. This is silicone based, so it actually does not attract dirt, which is really a lot better to use. We also have one for the RV windows. If you have a window that is tight and it doesn't want to open anymore, you can use this and it will open right up. This is also good for the door. If you put a little bit on the latch, on the door and on the strike plate, it will actually help out a lot and keep people from having to slam the door to shut it. Now, the other thing that we carry with us all the time is a air compressor. This air compressor is actually, it's probably overkill for what we need, and we have plans to get the Viair system actually set up and installed on the truck. But until that point, we wanted to make sure that we have something that can at least create enough pressure to inflate the tires or to inflate the tires on the truck. And so we wanted to make sure we had an air compressor with us that actually stays in the front storage bay of the RV, and it can plug directly into the side of the RV if we're at a campsite, or it can plug directly into the truck since the truck actually has the outlets inside. All right, so a couple of other things that you may need along the way, of course, is a good extension cord. We're actually going to get a new one of these as well, but always good to have one when you need it. And some jumper cables. Definitely do not want to go anywhere. I know we have the jumper pack here, but what if that thing isn't charged? It's always good to have some jumper cables, especially if you need to help somebody else. We've actually helped a lot of people in the parking lots with the jumper cables itself. Also, make sure you have a 4-way tire iron, cross wrench, whatever you want to call it. It is a universal. It has 4 different sizes. That way, no matter if it's the RV or the truck, you are covered. All right, well, that about does it. I know you can never be too prepared, and there's going to be a lot of things, I'm sure, it's a lot of scenarios that we are not accounting for with our tool set, or the tools that we may need to remedy that, those scenarios. So I know we're probably going to have some learnings along the way, but this is going to be what we start off with, and hopefully all that we need while we're on the road. Hopefully we never need any of them while on the road, but that's wishful thinking. I know RVs are going to come with their maintenance, especially when you're going to put as many miles as we are going to next year. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been informative. If you're thinking about going full-time RVing or just starting RVing in general, it's always good to have a good tool set with you. And I hope this information has helped you out in making the decision of what to bring. So if you like this video and you like this type of content, go ahead and smash that like button. If you really enjoyed the video and you want to see what else One Strange Adventure has to offer, go ahead and click subscribe and ring that bell so that you're notified the next time we release a new video. And until the next strange adventure, keep making your own.